Today I'm going to do a different twist on how to do a tall porch signs with lettering in the middle and really cool art. You're gonna love it. The very first thing I did when I got started was sand to get any rough edges off. Make sure that you decide on whether you like the top or the bottom of your board, because sometimes things are rougher on one end or the other depending on the chopping of the wood. You can get these boards from your local hardware stores and they will cut them for you, sometimes for like 50 cents or $2 or something like that per cut. Well worth it if you don't have the equipment. It's very nice to have somebody else do that for you. While you're there, just get a couple so that you have all the seasons covered. I stained the wood and I've got a honey bottle filled with Minwax water-based stain. I used a sponge and just squirted it out and then just wiped it all on evenly and let it dry. And then we're gonna do a dry layout of our project. So I'm going to got my Sweet Home Stencil, and that is fitting this surface. I'm not gonna use these hearts, so I'm gonna center it on the sweet. This is a very straight edge. It's cut with a laser. You're gonna be nice and square because it's done on computer files and then laser cut. So you can use your eye to kind of use the stencil to show you if you're straight on both sides and across. So that's a good way to do that. And then we're gonna lay out our flowers. And you can decide if you want them to be away from the edge or over the edge. Any of those things are right answers. I'm gonna lift mine up just a little bit. And just to give me an idea of what I think I wanna do, you could do both sides. Steve had a great idea earlier to flip this over and then put your Home Sweet Home this way and make like a door hanger. It was really cute, looked great. I'm gonna not use this flower. I'm not gonna use this bit. And I wanna just see how that greenery is fitting with my home. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. And so everything fits. I have definitely grabbed the wrong size board before. I've made a lot of different little funny errors. So make sure that you do a dry fit before you get started painting because you don't wanna make time-consuming mistakes. Okay, so next I'm gonna grab my triple threat Ghost Rider, and this has a white ceramic lead, a gray ceramic lead, a roller ball, and an eraser on this end. This is a very handy tool. It is amazing. I have been using it for a long, long time. Okay, so I'm gonna mark where this is. And then I'm going to add a little bit of distance between. So I'll use my T-square. So this is where I'm going, this and under is where I'm going to put my black. The straight edge of your stencil can be a straight edge for painting, and I'll just tape this stencil down. Okay, so we grab out our foam brush, we get our black with number 28, and so we'll go down here to get some of my black off, and then come up here and then just sweep away from that edge of that stencil. So now move this, and we'll just black the rest of the board. Okay, I have that done. Let's see what we've got going on. Ta-da, perfection. So now we flip it over and we do the same on the other side. All right, we're ready to take our stencil and put it on our lines. Now your home and your home are gonna be a little off center, but your sweet's gonna be your center point. So I think that'll be fine. And then tape. When you tape, you always tape on 2 spots. If I tape only right there, I can move this all over the place. If I tape in 2 spots, I can't move it. Okay, we're not doing the hearts, so remember that. Many times when I say that, you guys will be watching and I'll be doing the thing I told you I wasn't gonna do. So I'm telling myself to remind myself. We're going to use our dome brush dry, pick up paint and offload. When you have long lines like this, go ahead and go side to side and up and down. It's easier that way. This is almost big enough holes here to be able to switch to the ink sweeper. You always offload that too. I'll hold my stencil down, and it does a really great job of filling in larger holes. You don't have to work as hard. They wash up really well and they last a really long time. I very rarely throw one of these away. I do try to make sure that they stay clean, and you wash them with water. Ta-da! How easy does having a stencil make everything? Well, maybe not everything, but painting. Okay, so now we have to get rid of these little lines here. For that, we'll use a click eraser. And you'll just take that and give it a little wipe off. Next, we are on to flowers. Moving right along. All right, so I'm looking at how this E fits into this little V of the flowers. And then I'm looking to see about being straight. Okay, I'm gonna tape through the butterfly, and then I'm gonna tape on the side edge. We're going to go all the way up and through. You could totally do these in color like I did on one of my last videos where we did a whole bunch of spring flower colors, and you could use this on just a regular board. It doesn't have to be on a tall porch sign. Back up to the top and do it again. We're ignoring the butterfly. I'm going to take a peek and see how it's looking. Oh, it's perfect. Nice. Okay, let's look and see and think if we need to have a third coat, and I do not think so. I think that we're good to go. Oh, that's so pretty. And we'll get that set up so we like it. I'm not going to do this flower, so to remind myself not to do that flower, I'm going to give it a little tape right there on that line. Okay, here we go. Ta-da! Lovely. I think this is just so much fun. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some sanding and we're gonna sand on our edges. Okay, that just brings kind of everything together. And we can knock back some of the strongness of the floral by just going through it really lightly. It gives it kind of a little bit more woven or textured textile look. This is when I would take a little step back, prop it up in the corner. Sometimes I turn it upside down and I take a look at it and see, do I need anything? Is everybody getting along with each other? That kind of thing. All right, I think I want just a little bit of spattering. So I've got my White Wonder brush, thinning down my cream color paint, getting a heavy handled brush. And I'm just gonna walk some spatters up through. Just kind of connects the stencil to what's going on. Always tap off and never tap near your good glasses, your fine china, your good shoes, your expensive purse. Like, ask me how I know. Okay, we're gonna get this dry and then I'm gonna show you how to protect your artwork. Okay, how do we prepare this for storage outside? You can do a couple of things. You can do a couple of coats of polyurethane, and that is a great thing to do. It will save your colors, so that is fabulous. Just brush it on with a polyfoam brush, nice thin coats, 2 coats would be fine. And then my favorite way is to add a coat of the wax on top of it. And it just adds a little zhuzhing that is amazing. I've got my sandwich bag glove. Do this in a ventilated room or be prepared for stinky. This is a petroleum product, so it's gonna stay stinky for a little bit. This is Special Dark. It is available, either we have an Amazon link or something down below, I'm sure. And so this will just tint everything just a little bit dark. So see how this side's a little bit darker than this side. It'll tone the lettering down. It will feel fantastic. The wax won't be dry and cured for a couple of days, but it won't be wet and sticky or anything like that. It won't be cured. I like what it does to the sanded edges as well. So you can totally put the wax on top of your polyurethane. Yeah, look at how white that is, and then see how brown that is. That is lovely. With your tall porch signs, you're gonna wanna finish your edges and seal the back and do all that kind of stuff. But if you're gonna paint the back side with another piece of art, then you'll wait to decide on your edges until you know what you're putting on the back side. So this is done. I'm so glad that you joined me today. I hope that you like, share, and ring the bell so that you can come along for more painting adventures.